What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Thursday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 4 games on tonight's main slate, so a smaller slate than we're used to seeing. There's some decent value out there already in the early afternoon, but make sure you're paying attention to updates and any news all the way up until lock. Health and safety protocols have been getting a little wild as of late. So hopefully these 5 plays help you out, help you build a strong lineup. We just missed the cash last night on all of our lineups. Kyle Lowry had a dud in there. Jaren Jackson played very poorly as well, so that was unfortunate. But we're looking to get back at it tonight. We also have a nice, interesting NFL game between the Chiefs and Chargers. That should be a great game. And then NHL FanDuel main slate as well. So before I get into my picks, my sponsored sportsbook is BetUS. All the info is below the video. If you need a sportsbook today, sign up with that link. Promo code JOIN125 with a minimum deposit of $50, and they will match it 125%. I also figured out why my site, some people or some of you guys have had issues loading my site around game time over the past week or so. That's due to higher traffic. I just got off the phone with my hosting company. I will be upgrading later tonight after the NFL game starts because it might take, they said, 6 to 8 hours to migrate servers. I don't want it to run into issues for people to get NBA and all the other slates tonight. So I'm just going to wait until everything locks, and it should migrate overnight, and we should be good to go starting tomorrow. I appreciate any of you guys' patience who have ran into any issues on my site. So for point guard tonight, we have he's not fully out yet, but he's doubtful, Spencer Dinwiddie. So the Wizards will be looking to run Aaron Holiday and Raul Neto more than they usually do. I don't know which one's going to start yet. I think Neto's the better play at 3,800. In the games that Dinwiddie's been out recently was December 6th. He saw 22 minutes, 17 fantasy points. And then November 27th, where he saw 24 minutes, 27 fantasy points. So expect his minutes to be within 20 to 25 tonight, and he should be able to reach value. He's a nice cheap price at 3,800. He needs just 19 fantasy points to hit value, and he's like a point per minute kind of guy. He will have extra usage with no Dinwiddie. On a 4-game slate, too, there's not many cheap value plays now that the Nets have all been so upgraded in price. So Neto, not sure if I'm going to put him on cash or GBP, but he's looking like one of the better punt plays tonight on FanDuel. Shooting guard Alec Burks is an easy play. This is a great matchup against the Rockets. Rockets coming off of a blowout last night against the Cavs. It's a back-to-back. I expect the Knicks to run on the Rockets tonight. Hopefully not a blowout. The Knicks are on the road here. But with Kemba Walker out of the rotation, RJ Barrett has a chance to be out once again. But either way, Burks is going to be starting tonight, and he's going to see a ton of minutes. He needs 27 fantasy points to hit value. He played 38 minutes last game, and he didn't even have a good game, and he just missed value by a point or two. When you're not having a good game and you're still almost hitting value, that means it's a good play. If he has a better game tonight, which I expect against a great matchup against Houston, he should be able to hit value. One of my favorite plays on tonight's slate. Small forward, we got Eric Gordon back for the Rockets. Rockets with no Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr. We saw how bad they were last night, getting blown out by the Cavs. The Rockets should be a little bit better tonight with the veteran Eric Gordon back in the starting lineup. He's coming off of an awesome game at Atlanta. They ended up pulling out the win there. 32 points in 31 minutes, ended with 39 fantasy points. He needs 27 at that $5,700 salary. He's going to be the number 1 offensive threat for the Rockets tonight, which I never thought I'd be saying in 2021, that Eric Gordon would be the number 1 guy on any NBA team. But we'll take it. It's a good price. His usage is going to be very high tonight. Power forward, just spend up on Kevin Durant, 12,000. We know how hurt the Nets are. They have basically no one. We saw what he did last game in Toronto. or against Toronto. 48 minutes. He went into overtime, but that means he sat 5 minutes because 48 minutes is the entire length of a normal game, and overtime's an extra 5 minutes. So 53 minutes total in an overtime game. He played 48 of them. He's going to see mid-40s in minutes again. He needs 60 fantasy points tonight, and on a 4-game slate, having a guy getting you, a lock for 50-plus points no matter what is huge. Got 65 last game, 77 the game before. I expect him to dominate the Sixers here at home. It's going to be very competitive. I think it's only like a 1.5 point spread. So Durant makes for a premier play tonight, no matter what, in all contests. For center, let's go back to Alperen Sengun. He was the only bright spot for the Rockets last night, and he's basically blowout proof. He was playing that whole end of the game in the fourth quarter, and they were down like 30. They're going to try to give him as much run as possible, especially as the Rockets season continues to dwindle. 27 minutes, 46.7 fantasy points, again, with no Christian Wood. Sengun doesn't start, but he'll come off the bench and be a major spark for them. I don't know why they're not starting him yet. He's clearly their best big man when Christian Wood is off the floor. Daniel Tice, not even close. But either way, he's going to see mid-20s to high 20s in minutes. He needs 29 fantasy points to hit value. He's been crushing it over the last 3 games. An easy play for me at the center or power forward position tonight. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's get after this 4-game slate tonight. Until tomorrow, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.